From Los Angeles to a worldwide audience, this is Boaz Power TV, where we take your life to the next level. Now, internationally known speaker and author, here's Boaz.
Hi, welcome to the Power Show. You are part of the Power Nation. Here we take your life to the next level. We help you improve your attitude, your relationships, your finances, and your career. This is episode number 51 on Boaz Power TV, and I call this one, Some Wait in Line, Others Take the Fast Lane. Did you ever notice that some people just seem to move in a better pace in life? They seem to get things done. They seem to accomplish great things, while other people just seem to be thinking about it and waiting in line, so to speak. While somebody else just seems to move ahead and they accomplish great things. What is the difference? Well, I think it is being open to opportunities. And this was brought home to me some time ago when I lived in San Diego. And a friend of mine needed to do something in Tijuana. Her name is Jan. And so she asked if I wanted to go along for the Saturday morning ride. And I did. We took the trolley, a beautiful trolley in San Diego that goes from downtown San Diego down to the border and in Tijuana border. And then when we got there, we went ahead and walked across the bridge and took care of some things that she needed to close by across the border in Tijuana. And then as we came back, we noticed there was a very long line for those people who were walking across the border to get back into the United States. A line that stretched for several blocks. And obviously they were checking people's passports and so forth as they were coming back into the United States. So we thought, my gosh, this is going to take a long while. I hadn't planned on this. So we're waiting in line for a little bit, and suddenly out of nowhere, a Mexican gentleman jumps out and says, hello. And he says, you want a shortcut? And we said, what are you talking about? He said, I have shortcut to get through this line. We said, how do you do that? He said, what you do is you rent a couple of bicycles from me, and then you take those bicycles down to the front of the line because there is another line where it says, for people with bicycles. And he wanted $7 from each of us. So I thought, well, what do we got to lose? I mean, we're going to be standing here in the sun for 2 hours. Maybe he's got something. So we paid him $7 for each of us, and we get a couple of rickety old bicycles, and we get on them, and he says, follow me. And we start riding down the way toward the front of the line that's a couple of blocks ahead. And I find my bike doesn't even have any brakes. And I said, my bike has no brakes. He said, no problem, you won't need it. We'll be there in no time. I mean, the guy's fearless. And we're riding between buses and the sidewalk and the whole thing. And we go on up a couple of blocks. And lo and behold, at the end of the line, there are two lines. One that says pedestrians, the sign overhead. And that's where the hundreds of people are, where we were, where it was going to take 2 hours to get through. And there's another sign that says people with bicycles. People with bicycles. And there is nobody in that line. It was amazing. We just walked our rickety bicycles right through the checkpoint, got through in about 2 minutes, and on the other side, as he had told us, right around the McDonald's in San Ysidro, there was his guy ready to take back the bicycles. What a concept. I would do that day in and day out. Pay $7 instead of waiting 2 hours in line. So here's the message. Sometimes we wait in line and we don't open our minds up to possibilities. We think there's only one way to do something. I can never find a better way. I can't be more creative. I can't find a shortcut to success. Well, you can if you open your mind up. But if you believe that you've got to wait in line for 2 hours, you're going to wait in line for 2 hours, and figuratively in life, you could wait for months. So why not open your mind up to possibilities? $7, 2 minutes. What a deal. What a deal. So my affirmation for this particular message of Boaz Power TV is this, and you may want to write it down. I am open to great opportunities. I am open to great opportunities. And I suggest you put that on your bedstand, read it out loud the first thing every morning and the last thing every night. Don't analyze it, just read it out loud. And within 30 days, you will believe it, and suddenly opportunities will come to you that didn't come before. It's not that they weren't there, but you just weren't open to them. You weren't looking for them. So who knows? somewhere in line, somebody could just jump out and say, you want a shortcut? So why don't you read this affirmation? First thing in the morning, last thing at night, I am open to great opportunities. And I want to close every segment of my program on Boaz Power TV with a very shortcut that you can take to take back your power. Do you ever feel with financial challenges and so forth that you have lost your power? I certainly did a few years ago. And let me show you the things I did that I want to promote that you do. Here are basic concepts to get your power back. Look at these ideas. Just look at these ideas. Number one, lower your expenses. When did we get carried away trying to impress everybody with our fancy homes and fancy cars? I'd rather live in a conservative apartment with a car that's 10 years old and paid for and have cash in the bank. So lower your expenses. Live a little below your means. Point number two, pay in cash. If you can't afford it, wait. Let's stop using our credit cards. The only time I use my credit cards for business when I repay it at the end of the month. Stop using credit cards. I'll have some plastic surgery. Cut out those credit cards. Pay off your debts. I got to tell you, it feels great not to owe anybody money. Pay off your debts. Even start with the smallest one first and then save some money. Save money, cash in the bank. That's the best credit score, a lot of cash in the bank. So please, for you, I want you to get back the power. Lower your expenses, pay in cash, pay off some debts, and save money. It is such a pleasure to have you with me. You are special, you are unique, you are destined for greatness. If you like these messages, and a lot of people worldwide really do, please send 5 of your friends to my website, boazpower.com. Have them subscribe to these free weekly broadcasts, and let's help them also to see great opportunities. As I said, you are special and you are a champion. Have a powerful day.
This has been Boaz Power TV. To comment, see other episodes, or to subscribe to this free broadcast, go to our blog at boazpower.com. That's boazpower.com. We're here to take your life to the next level.